Setting up our tents in the rain. We have a campground pet. What should we name him?
Bunny.
Bunny.
Hi, Kitty. I don't have anything for you. I don't.
Our first glimpse in Valdez of the mountains across the water.
It looks like they're just floating, doesn't it?
Do you know what the name of this water is? Looks really cool. Bunny, bunny, bunny. This is the happening town of Valdez. We found a pond. And there's no traffic. Literally. Oh, there's a bunny crossing the road. There's bunny traffic to avoid. But no car traffic. Good morning from inside the tent. It's day 8. There was something on my screen of the Alaskan adventure. We are here in Valdez. It's a small little sleepy coastal town that apparently gets 300 to 500 inches of snow per year. It is, I haven't gotten out of the tent yet. I just got dressed. I think it's not raining this morning, but still looks pretty overcast. Most of the group is going on a sea kayaking trip today, but I decided not to do that because it's a 2-hour boat ride there and a 2-hour boat ride back, and it was really expensive. So I'm going to be hanging around the town of Valdez today with another one of my tour members named Lucia. She's from Switzerland. I think we're going to just kind of walk around town, maybe go in some coffee shops. We might do like a short hike, but it just depends if we would get any views. So I will take you along with me. See you soon. Good morning. It's day 9. Sorry for the terrible video quality. I think it's just the lighting and being in the tent. We are in Valdez this morning. We're going to pack up our camp and then we are going to head back to Anchorage. So I think the only thing we're doing today is stopping at the fish hatchery to see the salmon swim upstream and stopping at a glacier and a waterfall on the way back. Some viewpoints like that, and then we will be back in Anchorage this afternoon, and then half of our group will leave and finish the trip, and then we will gain 5 new people. Oh, you can see a snail and a snail. They're all over the place because it has rained nonstop since we've arrived in Valdez. It's very wet here. Anyways, so Anchorage is kind of the midpoint, and then after Anchorage tonight, we've got let's see, 4 more nights, and we're going to go down to the Kenai Peninsula. So see you guys along the way back to Anchorage. So this is the Solomon Gulch fish hatchery where all the silver salmon swim upstream here, which is why there are so many birds going crazy. So the middle part there that looks like rocks is actually all salmon. It's mostly silver salmon and pink salmon, and they're swimming all the way upstream here, and then they end up in right there, right in that little hole there, and then they end up in this whole complex system where they swim all the way upstream through a series of ladders, and then they end up in the hatchery. And what the hatchery does is takes their eggs out because they're at the spawning stage, and then it will, the eggs will hatch and grow into small little baby salmon, and then they release the baby salmon back into the ocean. So instead of like a farm where they release them back once they're full grown, they release them back when they're little, and they release like 250 million a year. So it's actually a very humane and sustainable way to just help the natural salmon life process along. It's very, very cool. And so what happens is the birds just wait here, and also bears, although I haven't seen any bears, to eat the salmon that get released back into the ocean. This is the end of the Valdez vlog because I am now back in Anchorage in a hotel room. And I think for the next leg of our trip, there's an uneven number of women, so I'm pretty sure that I have this room all to myself, which is pretty exciting, although that means I will be tent camping by myself, which just makes it a little bit more difficult to set up and take down the tent. But we only have to do it once because we've got 2 nights camping in Homer, where we're setting out tomorrow morning to drive down the Kenai Peninsula. So the views and everything will change. We will be on the coast, which is really exciting, and the weather looks good. It's been pretty rainy, pretty cold the entire trip, but Homer is looking like it's going to be high 50s and sunny, which sounds perfect to me. Our tents are really wet and they need a dry place to dry out. And then we will be spending 2 nights in Seward at a hostel. So I wouldn't need a roommate there anyways because all the women I think will be in one dorm and all the men will be in the other dorm. So I will see you all in the morning for the trip out to Homer. Goodbye.